Hi, I am Karen Melchinbray. I'm the Chief Editor of Computer Graphics World magazine. We are at the second day of Siggraph 2013. Busy show. And today I have with me Paul Babb. He is the President and CEO of Maxon USA.
Yes.
And I'm sure everyone knows this, but one of the best known products you're known for is Cinema 4D. And along that line, you have some new announcements here concerning the product.
It's been a very busy year for us. We started off Siggraph last year working with Adobe to do the Cineware connection to After Effects, which we showed at NAB.
Yes.
And our programmers have been hard at work on an upgrade as well. So today we are at the show. We've been announcing Release 15, which has got some great new features and a lot of things that people have been asking for.
Okay, what are some of those features?
Okay, so well, we've got a new team render solution, which is instead of a server to client rendering solution, it's a peer-to-peer, so the computers are all talking and sharing resources, and it's really built for smaller teams, small, mid-sized to smaller teams, and it makes it much easier for an animator to be able to use the machines that are in the network. It doesn't require a lot of setup, doesn't require an IT guy to do a whole network rendering setup. We added a lot of new tools to the new sculpting that we added last year.
Yes.
And we added a new bevel tool, which has been something people have been asking for. Typographic tools for kerning, baseline shift, shifting letters in and out, back and forth in 3D, and a whole host of workflow types of features that people have been asking for just to speed up workflow. Things where it eliminates multiple clicks, takes several, takes something that would take 3 or 4 clicks down to 1 click that people do every day.
Okay, and when users start really embracing this new tool, or new version, what can they expect?
Wow, well, some speed up in workflow, speed up in rendering. We're constantly looking at new technologies. They're constantly optimizing the code to get the most out of the latest hardware. This version will take advantage of Intel's Embry built-in ray tracing system as well. So we'll get speed ups there. There's a new caching for irradiance for lighting, for lighting scenes.
Yeah.
And then again, workflow things. There's not a lot of changes in terms of, there won't be a big learning curve in terms of interface, which is nice.
That's helpful.
It's good to have a nice version without too many changes. They did do some standardizing of terms. In the past, all the 3D packages have had our own cute little code names for different types of technology, and we've changed those to just the standard names. And I believe they did modify some of the icons slightly, but that was only for the Retina displays.
Okay.
So they can be more compatible.
All right, and when's it shipping?
September.
Great, so very soon.
Yeah, very soon.
And you have some artists at the booth this year?
We have some great artists at the booth this year, yeah.
Who do you have?
We have Imaginary Forces is out showing off the work they did on Pacific Rim, which is amazing. Sequence Group is showing some incredible character animation, facial animation, which is probably the most dazzling part of it is that they did it in 3 months. They got a client who put them on a very tight deadline, and the work is really great as well as done very quickly. We have Nick Campbell again, of course. Nick Campbell, always a proud favorite, came out showing and doing his thing, and he's focusing on a lot of the Release 15 features, so he's showing off a lot of the new features. Who else do we have? We've got Chris Korn out of Minneapolis, who's an amazing sculptor, showing off the new sculpting tools, and just a bunch of great other artists that showing off the work that they're doing every day.
Okay, now you're live streaming from your booth this year, so go ahead and give a quick plug.
You can go to c4dlive.com and watch the demos live, and you can even ask questions. They'll relay questions to the artists.
Oh, great.
During the show. We're relaying the questions that are coming online, and we will edit those and archive them onto cineversity.com after the show.
Okay, and tell us a little bit more about the relationship with Adobe that you started.
Well, we've always had a great integration with our package with Photoshop, Illustrator, and After Effects. But after Siggraph last year, we talked to Adobe about how to better integrate Cinema 4D with After Effects, because we have a huge shared user base using both of our applications. So in March we announced it, but in April we've been showing it, and June they actually shipped it, we have a live 3D pipeline between After Effects and Cinema 4D, so you can actually drag and drop a Cinema 4D file into After Effects like footage. So you don't have to render anything out of Cinema 4D anymore. You can literally use that C4D file as footage inside of After Effects. And any changes you're making to your project file in Cinema 4D automatically update inside of After Effects. So it's very much like the live pipeline they currently have with their other packages. So it's very exciting.
Great, and there's now obviously probably some ongoing development still happening
absolutely,
there.
Absolutely, we've already gotten our feature list requests from Adobe and the user base, so you knew that happened a couple of weeks right after we shipped it, so yeah.
Great, and what are do you have some other benefits you can name to users with that product?
With our product,
yeah.
Or in general?
Well, with the Adobe.
The Adobe product, other than the integrated pipeline, well, it really is that. It's the advantage of that connection is no longer having to render all that footage to take it into After Effects. So it not only saves the time for rendering, but there's those renderings take up a huge amount of disk space, especially if you're rendering out multiple passes, multiple object buffers. Everything comes out separately. That can all be extracted inside the After Effects scene. So it just saves a tremendous amount of production time and energy.
Okay, great. And there's been some recent big name projects being done with Cinema 4D, isn't there?
Sure. Pacific Rim, Oblivion, pretty much name the TV station nowadays. ESPN and all the NFL packages, the ESPN package that was just released, some of the stuff on the Cartoon Network. We've had a bunch of different broadcast pieces done. Somebody just came by and showed us the new America's Got Talent bumpers, opening and closings, all done with Cinema 4D. So hopefully we'll have those in our reel in the next reel.
And you also have some fairly unique users, correct?
We do. One of my PR's favorites. I knew it was going to come up in this conversation because she loves this one. Clifford Ross, very well-known artist out of New York, just did a very exciting piece in Austin at where is Austin City? I can't remember where it says. I think it's the courthouse, and it's this beautiful piece that he did utilizing Cinema 4D. But it's very much a traditional art piece. Very pretty.
Okay, and I believe it's called the Austin Wall?
The Austin Wall.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right, and any parting words that you have?
No, if you're at the show, come on by the booth. We've got some good tchotchkes we're giving away. We've got some great presentations. And if you're not at the show, you can see the presentations online or watch them after the show.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Karen.
All right.